Hey everybody, it's David. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a response to a video that my friend Beth did last night on her channel, Miss 80s Movies and Music. And it is my top 10 favorite movies of all time. This is across all genres. It's not limited to just horror. But yeah, this was not going to be an easy list to put together for anyone. It was hard for me to do this. But I chose movies that have had a high rewatchability factor for me. These are movies that I can be flipping through the channels and at any time come across them, and I will just stop what I'm doing and watch them. And let's start the list. So coming in at number 10 is the first horror movie in the list. This was a 2012 movie. It was a remake, and I dare say the remake is better than the original. And it is Fede Alvarez's Evil Dead. I love the gore factor in this movie. It was turned up to 11. I love the use of practical effects. The scene with the woman's burning in the beginning was an actual stunt person on fire. The blood raining down, that was all real fake blood raining down. The special effects, the makeup effects were great. They filmed the movie in a way that some of the reactions you see from characters are genuine. For example, the scene where the kind of nerdy guy walks in on the girl in the bathroom, slicing her face up, that was his genuine reaction. He had no idea what he was walking into. Just an awesome movie. I dare say it's probably the best horror movie that we've gotten in the last decade. So number 10 for me is the Evil Dead remake from 2012. Number 9 is a movie starring my favorite actor, Anthony Hopkins, and no, it's not the one you're thinking of.
No, that is incidental.
This is from 1997, and it is The Edge. This is the movie where Anthony Hopkins is a billionaire. He's on a trip to Alaska, and while scouting for a photo shoot, the plane he's in goes down with Alec Baldwin and his assistant, and they get stuck in the wilderness. I just love how Anthony Hopkins' character Charles just keeps even killed throughout the whole ordeal. You know, you got the elements against him, you've got this Kodiak bear after him, but the real concern that Anthony Hopkins' character has is that Alec Baldwin's character is having an affair with his wife and wouldn't care to see him dead. So, great movie. I just watched it last week when I was on vacation. I just have always loved this movie. I don't think it's had any kind of Blu-ray or 4K treatment yet, so I would love to see it eventually get that treatment. And yeah, so number 9 for me is The Edge. Number 8 is from a genre that I'm not really all that keen on. It's the Western genre. There are a handful of movies that I do like, you know, Tombstone, Aliens vs. Cowboys. But this is my favorite one. It is Young Guns. I've always been a big fan of the Billy the Kid legend, and to have Emilio Estevez portray Billy the Kid, Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen, Lou Diamond Phillips as Chavez, it was just a fun movie. You've got the guy that played General Zod from Superman 1 and 2 in this movie as Mr. Tunstall. Just a fun movie. I really liked both the movies, 1 and 2. I kind of teeter back and forth between which one's my favorite, but I'm going to go with the original because that was the one that really introduced me to Billy the Kid. And I just love Emilio Estevez's portrayal of the character. So number 8 for me is Young Guns. Number 7 is another movie starring Kiefer Sutherland. It is Flatliners from 1990. I was 13 when this came out. Again, another all-star cast. You got Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, Oliver Platt, William Baldwin. I just love this movie, love the atmosphere, the use of colors throughout the movie. You know, I think it's like you see the color red or blue whenever they see one of their ghosts or demons from the past. Just the whole atmosphere of Chicago at night, inside the museum. It's just a fantastic premise. The idea of dying and coming back and being able to tell your experiences was a fun idea. And yeah, I've always loved that movie, and it's number 7 on my list. Number 6 is The Matrix. This was a movie that came out in the late 90s, had some groundbreaking special effects. I really liked Keanu Reeves' portrayal of Neo, Carrie-Anne Moss as Trinity, and of course Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus. The idea that we were living in a computer simulated world was just an awesome premise for a movie. I wasn't nuts about the sequels. They were okay, but they did not hold a candle to the original. And yeah, I really enjoyed The Matrix from the Wachowski brothers. And yeah, so number 6 for me is The Matrix. Number 5 is another movie starring Keanu Reeves, and it is Bram Stoker's Dracula. I will say that his portrayal of Jonathan, it was good, but that accent was a little bit off.
I know where the bastard sleeps. I brought him there. To Carfax Abbey.
But still, Gary Oldman sold the character of Dracula. I liked him both as the old Dracula and the younger Dracula. Again, Anthony Hopkins is in the movie as Van Helsing, almost cynical at times. You had Gary Elwes from the Saw movies and Princess Bride. Just a fun movie. I really liked the Victorian era setting. I thought that, Francis Ford Coppola did a great job with this movie. And it's one that I watch every year, at least once or twice, especially around the Halloween time. So number 5 for me is Bram Stoker's Dracula. The next movie is also a vampire movie. It's my favorite vampire movie of all times, and it is The Lost Boys from 1987. I was 10 years old when this came out. Again, Kiefer Sutherland is in this movie as David. I had never seen vampires made up to look the way they did in this movie. They were young, kind of punks, wearing overcoats and had spiky hair, and I just really loved the look of these characters. I liked the whole side story of Sam teaming up with the Frog Brothers, the story of Michael and David trying to get Michael to join his tribe. It was just an awesome movie all around. The twist at the end where, David isn't the head vampire. Just an awesome movie. Great summer setting. It can never be recreated, even if they try to do a remake. We've seen some of the sequels and that were kind of really not good at all. But yeah, Lost Boys is to me the quintessential vampire movie, and it's my number 4. Number 3 for me is Superman from 1978. Christopher Reeves will always be the embodiment of Superman for me. I just love that movie since I was a kid, tying a blanket around my neck and running around the house. Just Superman 1 and 2 are almost tied, kind of like Young Guns 1 and Young Guns 2, but again, gotta go with the original Superman. I love the scene where the helicopter is falling off the skyscraper and he catches Lois Lane and she's like, "Who's got me? Who's got you?" And then the scene at the end where she's seemingly dead from the earthquake and he flies around the earth in reverse and turns back time. Excellent movie. Christopher Reeves, again, rest in peace. The embodiment of Superman. Number 2 for me is the Da Vinci Code. I love the Robert Langdon series. I've read the books. I've enjoyed all 3 movies, but the first one was just amazing. I like the whole use of symbology. It does make you wonder how many secrets the Catholic Church really has and has been holding from us. I like Ian McKellen's character in this movie. You got Paul Bettany as the monk in the movie. Again, just a fantastic movie, a great book. It translated well into film. and that is my number 2 favorite movie of all times. I love the score from Hans Zimmer. The Cavaliers of Sangreal is one of my favorite themes from a movie, so number 2 is the Da Vinci Code. Number 1 should not come as a surprise to anyone that's been subscribed to me, but it is The Silence of the Lambs. This came out in 1991. I was 14 years old, and I don't remember seeing this in theaters, but it wasn't too far after that I saw it. Love this movie. Anthony Hopkins' portrayal of Hannibal Lecter is hands down some of the best acting in the history of cinema. He's on the screen for less than 20 minutes, but he just steals it, and he really just grabs your attention. I love Clarice Starling being portrayed by Jodie Foster, and then Ted Levine as Buffalo Bill. The chemistry between Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins was just palpable in the movie. It was just awesome. And that's kind of why I didn't really like Hannibal. I mean, when they brought in the other actress to play Clarice, it just didn't work for me. So yeah, Silence of the Lambs is just one of those classic movies. Thomas Harris wrote a great story. Jonathan Demme did a wonderful job at transferring from the written page to the screen. Again, one that I can watch repeatedly and just never grow tired of. And yeah, my number 1 favorite movie of all time. So there you have it, folks. That's my list. Quick recap. We've got Evil Dead, The Edge, Young Guns, Flatliners, The Matrix, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Lost Boys, Superman, Da Vinci Code, and Silence of the Lambs. So that's my top 10 list of movies from all time. This was fun. I might try to make a top 10 horror movies of all time. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you all are doing well, and until next time, take care. Thanks.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.